Hi guys, so today's episode is going to be a tag along because you're gonna tag along with me through the process of a 48-hour film project weekend. The reason I wanted to tag my camera along for this process is because for the highly sensitive person, a weekend like this is like the most unimaginably difficult thing to prepare yourself for, because at least one day during the weekend you are completely at the disposal of the filmmakers, and so my regular routine will be completely turned upside down, and I probably will struggle with not getting enough rest, facing headaches and things like that. This is not my first time participating, so I have experience with that, and it can get pretty rough. But I'm just so passionate about acting and filmmaking that every year I find myself participating again. So this year you get to tag along and see what that journey is like. So I have arrived at the place where we're going to get all the categories for our film. This is the kickoff. These are my group members in the back. And that, yeah, I don't know who that was. Yeah, and in a moment we will be getting the category, the line, all of the information that we need to make a beautiful film. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the 7th edition of 48-Hour Film Project!
Okay, what will our genre be? Our first genre is being picked right now by our producer.
Detective cop.
Detective.
Woo! This is gonna be fun.
Required elements. Very important. Okay?
Let the
summarize.
writing begin.
Required elements.
I have arrived at what is to be our headquarters, our base camp. Let's say hi to everyone. This is our writing team. Look at the writing table. This is the most fascinating writer's table I've ever encountered. So I just left the writer's table and they're still deliberating on exactly which way to take the story. But my headache was just too much and I wasn't getting any words in anyway, so I couldn't contribute in the way that I'm feeling right now. And just want to avoid getting a massive migraine by tomorrow, so it doesn't help that today is the heaviest day of my menstrual cycle. That contributes to like all around apathy and lack of energy, lack of focus, and of course the headache and cramps. But better today than tomorrow, because that is when I really need to show up with energy. It is Saturday morning, bright and early, and today is a day of filming. So this is day 2 of the 48-hour film project. And luckily I'm feeling much better. I woke up way much earlier than I needed to, but it's better than yesterday, so we'll see what happens. And this is the breakfast scene. This is the crew that was staying up all night writing. Let's see what the story is gonna be. Kijken of hij even zo voelen waar de in zijn zak.
In zijn zak.
Ja. Makeup time. Time to get into character. And of course, make time for a quick meditation break.
De tas gaat mee. We moeten weg.
Yeah, it's just faking it for a second. Making fake blood. So this is the set behind the scenes. This is where the magic is gonna happen. This is absolutely not the best weather you want on your shoot. It's definitely starting to rain. Yikes.
Als jij een master doet, dan filmen tegelijkertijd ook de hele scène, want dat is een master van de hele scène. Ja. Deze aandikken, dat is onherkenbaar.
Dat was echt perfecte spanningsopbouw.
Deze hier omgaan. Ja. Want ik ga heel goed. Yeah. Lekker.
Okay, we're wrapping up the movie set. It's pretty early in the afternoon and we're wrapping up the main scene. So we're doing pretty good on time, but they still want to do some flashbacks in the film, so it's not over yet. And of course, the editing team, their work has only just begun. After the afternoon dip where the energy totally crashes and headache starts arising, gets better. A little bit of Coca-Cola did the trick, actually. Hey, if it helps. So now that I'm back home, now it's starting to kick in. So I have a social commitment right now because I have to come together with the team for dinner. This is a once in a year event and I want to socialize with them and it's nice getting to know the team, but at the same time, I just don't know how to push forward right now. It feels like my feet are stuck in thick mud and I have to push forth a giant bulldozer just to get moving. Maybe some jumping jacks or a cold shower or I don't know, but I'll figure it out and show up. We'll make it work somehow. But that's what it's like sometimes. Like I'll be so in the moment, buzzed with energy from the whole experience around me that it's not until later that it hits me. And then once I get into resting mode, it's impossible to get up and running again until I've had like a solid amount of good rest. So it's Sunday, the last morning of the 48-hour film project, and I just did my last scene. So my part is done. And now it's just a waiting game because the editor's in the editing room and the deadline is 7:30 p.m. But so many things could still go wrong. So fingers crossed that they wrap it up in time and hand it in on time. As for me, it was extremely rough getting ready today for my shoot because the fatigue just kind of builds up and I was just done, but had to pull through somehow. So I managed. And luckily it was just a very short shoot today. But I truly prefer a more lengthy film shoot rather than the 48-hour film project. It's just nice to be able to really take your time and develop your character and work on something in depth rather than rushing through the whole process. But unfortunately, there aren't a lot of films being made on Curacao throughout the year, so my options are limited. But yeah, so now all that's left is watching all the movies on the premiere night and then see who wins the audience award and the judges awards. So it's now Thursday and I can finally say that I woke up with much better energy and was able to have like a semi-productive day. So that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's the recovery period after a 48-hour film project weekend. And tonight is the premiere, so I'm very excited to see all the other films as well as watch our movie on the big screen and just celebrate a beautiful film that we made. And who knows, maybe even win a little prize. That's all I got. Here we go. Bye.
veil.
The tone color palette gave the movie an instant cinematic style. The actors have a fun chemistry that shifts and turns.
That's what propels filmmakers, is seeing what an audience thinks of it. And it must have been fun for the filmmakers to hear the reactions today. And that's what filmmaking is. You make films for people. It's a business, but it's a business of entertaining people. And everybody did a great job of entertaining us this year. So thank you all to the filmmakers and everybody that participated.